This afternoon, we will hold public testimony on Senate Bills 26 and 102, both eliminating daylight saving time, and it's my intention to look to the will of the committee after public testimony. We'll also have a second hearing with public testimony on Senate Bill 111, digital product repair. It is my intention to look to the will of the committee only for the two daylight savings bills. First up will be Senate Bill 26 by myself and Senate Bill 102 by the Senate State Affairs Committee. And we're going to take public testimony at the same time. We verified with legal that is, we're allowed to do that. And so if you're referring to a certain one of those bills, if you could let us know which one. So with that, we will invite my staff, Mr. Kerry Crocker, to the table for any opening comments before we begin public testimony.
For the record, Kerry Crocker, staff to Senator Merrick. And just a brief recap on SB 26. SB 26 simplifies Alaska timekeeping by eliminating daylight savings time and realigning the state's time zone to better fit economic and logistical needs. The bill has two key provisions, and they are to end daylight savings time, opt out for the state of Alaska, and to align us with Pacific time. And it petitions the U.S. Department of Transportation to move Alaska into the Pacific Standard Time Zone. And it's important to note that DOT has approved time zone changes 8 times across 5 states in the last 20 years. So there is clear adjustments are possible, and there is precedent for it. SB 26 establishes a more practical time system for Alaska, both benefiting residences and businesses.
Thank you, Mr. Crocker. Any questions? Seeing none, thank you. Mr. Hayes, any opening comments? Welcome to the table.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And for the record, my name is Joe Hayes, staff to Senator Kawasaki and the Senate State Affairs Committee. Senate Bill 102 is looking to exempt the state from daylight savings time. And again, while daylight savings time has been observed in Alaska since 1966, this bill aims to switch Alaska to observation of permanent standard time. And this will benefit Alaskans' mental and physical health, the Alaskan economy, and no longer require a clock to change twice a year. So the senator feels confident that with this bill, we would not have to have the federal government make any decisions, and we could do this ourselves. And so with that, the senator is open for public comments.
Thank you so much. Questions for Mr. Hayes? Seeing none, thank you so much. With that, we will move to public testimony. I'm opening public testimony on Senate Bills 26 and 102. Is there anyone in the room wishing to testify? Seeing no one, we will move online. First up, we have Lynn Willis in beautiful Eagle River. Mr. Willis, welcome to the committee. If you could place yourself on the record and begin your testimony.
Good afternoon. My name is Lynn Willis. I'm a resident of Eagle River, like Senator Merrick said, and I'm representing myself. And I have followed this issue for some time, working with then Senator Fairclough, and through the time, this is not the first time we've talked about this issue. And my testimony basically could be summarized between these two bills by using the phrase done and done. If we do SB 102, we're done with this because it will become effective on November 4th, 2025. We'll go through one more cycle of this of daylight saving time, then we're not going to do it anymore. If we do SB 26, we'll be playing around with this until possibly January 1st, 2035, another 10 years. I don't understand. Again, you've heard all the arguments. There's been more testimony on this than perhaps any other issue in Alaska. But this affects 700,000 Alaskans twice a year. What is, the question always has been, what is the compelling reason to make 700,000 people put up with this for what can amounts to, as far as I can tell, convenience? We're not in that business. It's not what we should be doing. And also, and maybe in closing, because I don't have that much to say, we have a constitutional amendment, Article 1, Section 22, right to privacy. And I really don't think the state needs to be in my bedroom twice a year at 2 in the morning telling me to change my clock. What's the point? Okay, then I'll finish finally with this. If you're going to insist on SB 26 and that approach, then please add to the next general election ballot an advisory vote from the people of Alaska. Be careful how you word the question, but put it to the voters. That's probably the ultimate poll, and ask them if they want to continue to do this, perhaps all the way for another 10 years. That's my testimony to them, and I have submitted written testimony. I certainly would like you to read it. Anyway, if anybody has any questions.
Thank you, Mr. Willis. We will ensure your written testimony is part of the record.
Thank you.
And Ms. Sorsha says that has been done. I see no questions from the committee. Thank you for calling in today. Is there anyone else online or in the room wishing to testify? Seeing no one, I will close public testimony. Mr. Vice Chair, do I have a motion?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Madam Chair, I move SB 26 version 34 LS 0267/alpha from committee with individual recommendations and accompanying zero fiscal note, and authorize legislative legal to make conforming changes.
Thank you. Is there an objection? Seeing none, Senate Bill 26 moves from committee. We'll take a brief at ease. Back on the record at 1:40 p.m. Mr. Vice Chair, do you have another motion?
Yes, Madam Chair. I move Senate Bill 102 version 34 LS 0625/alpha from committee with individual recommendations and accompanying zero fiscal note, and authorize legislative legal to make conforming changes.
Is there an objection? Hearing none, we will take a brief at ease.